Okay, hello everyone. This is Casey from WebBuddy. This is a Contact Form 7 tutorial for the latest version of Contact Form 7, which is version 6. So I'll be showing you what are some of the common functions or features that people use when they use Contact Form 7. So you can use this plugin for your website contact form, or you can use for your quotation form, or you can use for any type of the forms. This Contact Form 7 is very flexible. So the first thing is, let's go to the dashboard of your WordPress website and go to plugin, add plugin. So once you're on this page, we can type in Contact Form 7. It's a Contact Form 7. So click install now. So after it has been installed, click activate. So let's go to the settings. So this is the contact form. So go to contact forms, and you will see you have a default contact form 1. So you can just use this if you want to. If you do not want, you can also create a new contact form. So let's add new and give this name contact us, for example. Okay, so let's begin using this contact form. So by default, Contact Form 7 will give you this 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 fields for you to adjust or change if you want to. First is the name, email, subject, message. So this is for your website visitors to fill up their name, fill up their email, fill up the subject, and fill up the message. So this is how it works. So this is the basic form. And the second tab, if you click on mail, you can adjust the notification. So once someone use the contact form, it will send to this email. So this is a shortcode, which means it will send to the website email that's registered in settings general. So let's go to settings general. Let me show you the page. So once you have settings general, you can see that this is the email. So this is the email that you will send to. Okay, so you will send to. If you do not want to send to the email, you can replace this with a email that you want it to send to. This from means when you receive this email, it will state that this email is sent from this website address. So you can also change this if you want to, or you can change, or if not, you will show the website name followed by the email. And then for the subject, normally I will just change this subject. I will just put down website contact form submission. So I know that this is a form submission coming from my website. So additional header, you will just leave this so that when you reply this email, you reply to the user email. Okay, so you just leave this on. The message body, you will see that it started with from. So it will print out from your name, your email. So this is a shortcode representing the data that your user enter here, name and email. So for example, your visitor, the name is Raymond. So you will print Raymond and Raymond at gmail.com, and you will print out over here. Subject is the subject that entered by your visitor as well. The message also by your visitor. So this is how it works. So let us show you how it works in a practical way. So I save. Okay, so I just save this form without any editing, and let's go to pages and add in this form. So contact us, I will embed this form in my contact us. So over here, I will add the contact form 7. So there's a contact form 7 block, click on it. And over here, I choose contact us. Okay. And you can drag this up if you want it to appear anywhere in your website. After that, click save. And now we can go to the website and take a look. I click on contact us. Okay, so this is a field. So let me just enter example, just a test. Click submit. Okay, it says that the message has been sent. So now I want to check my email to make sure that the email is being sent. So this is the one, daily yoga. So I click on it. So you can see that just now the email formatting is you will print out the name, followed by email, then followed by subject, then followed by the message body. And it will send to my administrator email over here. Okay, so that's how it works for the on the very basic level of the contact form. The next thing is I want to show you how you can add in additional field here. So for example, if you want to add in a mobile number, you also need a mobile number from your visitor. So how can you do that? So you can simply just copy and paste. And you can change this to mobile number, for example. And the asterisk means that it's compulsory. So you see that wherever there's an asterisk over here, it means that the field is compulsory. So for mobile, I may not want it to be compulsory. I can just put in text or telephone if you want to. Okay. So for me, I'll just use text. Text. And I do not want it to be compulsory. I will click insert text. Okay, so it generates a text dash 964. So this code will print out the mobile number. So what I need to do is that I need to save and go to mail, and I need to put the short code over here. So I put in mobile, and the short code I can retrieve from here. You can see that on top there's a text 964, and I will just paste in. Okay, so that's how it looks like. Click save. Now let's refresh your contact form. You can see the mobile number. So let's do another test. So and mobile, and click submit. Now let's check our email. Okay, so this is the email. And you can see that the mobile number is being printed here. Okay, so that's how it works. You can add as many fields as needed as you want in the contact form over here. So it's basically powered by HTML, but you can copy and paste in to edit and to add fields. So there are many different fields you can add in for your form. Okay, so the next thing I want to share with you is that you notice that by default, WordPress does not save any of your email record. So if you want to have WordPress save all your email submission inside this backend, you need to use a plugin. So let me share with you a plugin that you can use. You can go to add plugin and type in log email. So when you type in this keyword, there's a very simple plugin that you can install to check the email. So this is the one, log emails. Click install now. After this plugin has been installed, just click activate over here. And once it has been activated, let's do a test. So refresh, and now I want to send another test submission. This time it's called from Ray, and mobile phone subject test, and I click submit. Okay, now I want to check my inbox first. So this is my inbox I received, okay, from Ray. And now I want to check my WordPress backend. Then scroll down, go to tools and other tools. You can see there's a log emails. Click on log emails and you can see this is the submission. So you can click view and this is the email. Okay. Do note that this only effective after you install the plugin. So which means that before you install this log emails plugin or the contact form submission before you install the plugin will not be saved. It will only start saving all the submission after you install this log email plugin. Okay, so this is another thing that I hope that you find useful. Another tip I want to share with you is that you can also use Contact Form 7 to use one of the feature is called selective recipients. So for example, sometimes you want to create a form that you allow your visitor to select who will receive this form submission. For example, you have a sales department, you have customer service department, you have a technical support department. So you want the customer to select which department, and each different department will send to different email. So I'm going to show you how you can do that using Contact Form 7. So go to contact forms, go to the contact form that you want to edit. Okay, so we are going to like copy the first one and paste it below. And for example, we can type in department. And I'm going to delete this shortcode and replace it with a drop down. So I click drop down. This is a drop down. Option 1. So option 1 is sales department, for example. Option 2 is marketing. Option 3 is support. Okay. So after that, what you need to do over here is that you need to put a vertical pipe. This is known as a pipe, and type in the email that you want it to send to when someone selects sales. So for example, it's sales at my domain email, domain.com, and for marketing is marketing at domain.com, and same thing for support. So once you have done this, you can click insert tag, and this is what it shows up over here. Okay, so this is the one thing that you need to do, and let's make sure this is a compulsory by putting in the asterisk. Okay, also, so this means that the visitor need to select it, and this is a select dash 29. So let's save, and the next thing you need to do is go to mail, and this two we need to change it. We need to delete it. And we need to include this select 29 because it will based on this is available to send to the correct email. So let's click save and let's do a testing again. So contact us department. So I'm going to select marketing. So by right, this email will be sent to marketing@domain.com. And this is my name, my email, mobile number, test. Okay, then I click submit. Okay, so let us take a look at my inbox. Okay, and you can see that this tool is to marketing@domain.com. So this is how you use the selectable recipient feature in Contact Form 7. Okay, so it's a quite a useful feature if you want to have a form that can send to dynamically different emails based on the user selection. So another thing I want to share with you is that using the date picker. Contact Form 7 also has a date picker that you can choose. So let me show you how you can use that. You can click on the date over here. Once you click on the date, you can select a date range for your customer to select. So for example, I select 19 May to 20th June, and I click insert tag. So this is the shortcode. I click save, and I go back to my contact form, do a refresh, and scroll down. You can see that this is the date that your customer can select. So this feature is useful if you want to provide coaching or consultancy, and you need your customer to select a date so that you can schedule an appointment with them. So this is another feature. So another feature I want to share with you is you can also attach files. You can let your customer or your website visitors attach a file on your form. So how to do that? You can just come back to the form itself and click on this file button. And currently the file acceptable format is audio, video, image. So I will just leave this by default, and take note of this file size limit. If you want to have a higher limit, you can just increase this to 9 MB, for example, and click insert tag. Okay, so this is the shortcode. After that, click save, and we not yet finished. You still have to go to mail and scroll down to the file attachment. Over here, you need to put in the shortcode of this one, file 91. So I copy, paste here, and I click save. Okay, now let's go back to the contact form, do a refresh, and now I select sales, name, email, mobile number, test. The date I will just select any date, choose file. I will choose a graphic file, and then I click submit. Okay, so it has been submitted. So now I check my mailbox. You can see that now my mailbox has an attachment over here. So I click on the email. This is being sent to me as well. So that's how you put in an attachment selection in your form. Okay, and one last thing I want to share with you is the anti reCAPTCHA. If you go to contact integration, you can see that contact form 7 by default, it will give you a Google reCAPTCHA integration. But this is not the strongest integration in my opinion, and after my experience with a lot of my clients. I'm going to introduce you a plugin which is a free plugin that is even more powerful than a Google reCAPTCHA. So go to plugin, add plugin, type in WP Armor. So this is a very powerful plugin that can catch a lot more spam submission. Click on install. After that, click on activate. And you can go to the contact form. If you do a refresh and scroll down, you can see this is a message. But this message only will appear, you can only see this message when you log in as an administrator. So for your visitor, they won't be able to see this message. So don't worry about that. Okay, so this is all for the reCAPTCHA. So that's a very powerful reCAPTCHA. And one last thing is that if after you set up the contact form and when you click submit, and if you did not receive any emails, you may want to do some troubleshooting. I have a troubleshooting video on contact form 7. I will put it in the description so you can take a look if you need help in finding out what is the issue of your contact form 7. So I thank you for watching. Hope this video helps you in setting up the contact form 7 in your website. Thank you.